Hi, everybody. This is the football, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the people's champion, your host, the Hut, and welcome back to the football. We talk about the New York Giants, but also the NFL too. Before we get into that, and talk about the sale of the Washington Commanders, please, of course, subscribe and like this video. So the Commanders, who used to be known as the Washington football team, who also were known as the Washington Redskins, and of course they changed the name because they became the Washington Redskins. But besides that, they were sold. And how much were they sold for? Well, it's funny you should ask. We'll talk about it here in this video. But of course, like it when you watch my videos and subscribe. So here we go. Forbes.com. Here's how much Josh Harris expects to earn on his $6 billion purchase of the Washington Nationals. Holy crap. That's a lot of money. An exclusive look at Harrison's group prospectus to purchase the team from Daniel Snyder reveals the best and worst case scenarios for the incoming ownership group. The National Football League's owners just approved the sale of the Washington Commanders by Daniel Snyder to a group led by Josh Harris for a record $6.05 billion, with $5.8 billion down. That's a big down payment. And another $250 million in the next 2 years, depending on how much local value the team generates. That's a lot of money down, all up front. Adjusting for inflation, the $6.05 billion price would represent a 5% premium to Forbes' valuation of the Commanders a year ago. The previous record sale of $4.65 billion was set last year when the Walden Penner Group purchased the Denver Broncos. Snyder bought the team, then the Washington Redskins, from Jack Kent Cooke in 1999 for $750 million. Well, I will say this. Daniel Snyder did not do a good job as an owner. For all those years, the Redskins were terrible. Last month, Harris's group agreed to make adjustments to financing the purchase to satisfy the league's finance committee. NFL rules require the general partner, in this case Harris, to own at least 30% of a team and not have more than $1.1 billion of debt when buying a franchise. The Harris Group's prospectus predicted low to middle double-digit returns on investment. Harris has 20 limited partners in his group, including Mitchell Rales, Magic Johnson, Eric Schmidt, and Mark Ian, the most in the NFL. Prospective investors in the Commanders were shown a 43-page prospectus in March called Commanders Investment Opportunity. Some of the revenue and profit expectations have been written about, but for those looking to keep score, that you can look at this article up yourselves. Below, for example, the base case. Oh, they give you a graph. I don't really know. Graph. I don't do any graphs around here. Harris is the founder and managing general partner of Harris Blitzer Sports and Entertainment. And in connection with his ABSE portfolio, he was also the managing partner of the Philadelphia 76ers and the co-managing partner, vice chairman, and alternate governor of the New Jersey Devils. Well, he's got his hands in a lot of teams, this guy. And in January, Forbes pegged his ABSE as the world's 18th most valuable sports empire, worth $4.65 billion. All told, once the deal to buy the Commanders closes, Harris will effectively run a sports empire worth around $10 billion. Wow. That's a lot of shekels. That's a lot of money that's a lot of money. Let me go over this again. This is very interesting. So he owns part of the 76ers. He's the managing partner and the co-managing partner of the New Jersey Devils. In 3 states. That's how he was able to get away with this. I mean, that's how he was able to do this. He's able to do this over the course of doing it to several states. Very interesting. Well, you let me know what you think about this video. What do you think about the Harris buying the thin skins? I mean, the Commanders. And Daniel Snyder is gone. I like I said, early in this video, Daniel Snyder did a lousy job. They did not win at all. during his time. They were always a bad team, always poorly run. It seemed like the fans weren't all too happy with him. He wasn't all too happy with them. It was just a bad fit down there with him. Hope maybe we'll see them do a little bit better. They'll get to be a better team, better, run much better than they've been run over the last 25 years. Not that I'm complaining that the Redskins, that the Commanders are bad. We want to see, but we don't want to see a team be that bad. Be sort of in the muck, in the sort of malaise. It's kind of what the Commanders have been all these years for the last since 1999. Well, you let me know what you think about this. Of course, please subscribe to the Football Hut. Thank you. I'll see you later.